All right, welcome to the Video Supply Show, where we talk about all things video to help you grow your business using the power of video. We got Josh Crandall on, our creative director. What's up, Josh?
How's he doing? How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
How's it
How are you
going?
guys doing? Good. Well, hey, so we are going to talk about how to more easily sell your digital products in your business using the power of video. So we're talking to you, course creators, consultants, authors, coaches, all expert brands, those who sell their knowledge through their business. And to do this, really we've worked with dozens and dozens of course creators directly through our video agency to help them build, create, and then launch their digital products to the world. And a lot of times we find it's always best to use video from step one with building your digital products, especially online courses. But in order to grow and scale the results of your online course, you need to invest in someone who understands advertising. And that's what we're going to talk about, because we understand what it looks like to build a strategy that works, then implement that strategy through the videos you create, and then launch it. And so in order to really create these scroll stopping video campaigns and generate millions of views and sales, which is what we've done for our clients, you need to recognize that kind of where you're at in your business. So there's a lot of course creators out there, consultants, but to invest, particularly in an agency, but to invest in video in any form, it comes kind of in three different levels, I would say. The first level is more the DIY route. And this is where a lot of course creators begin, is that you DIY your videos, whether from your phone, like we're doing here on Instagram Live, or you do it through your webcam, or maybe you have a photography camera as well to do that from. But that's really the first level. And learning those simple skills and realizing that done is better than perfect, and that you pre-launch. You pre-launch to your audience using the tools you currently have. It helps save time and money on the resources, but it also helps you get your digital product out there to the world. And then the next level is done with you. So that's when you have a consultant. Maybe you buy another online course on video advertising and how to make your videos look better. Maybe you invest in a new piece of gear like a nice light, a nice camera. And then the next level is done for you. And so that's working with an agency where you don't have to worry about a thing, and they do all the work for you to make your videos look amazing for your business. And along each step of the journey, we've helped, with Video Supply. We've helped with that. Just recently, Josh, we're wrapping up work with the first launch of an author slash expert knowledge business owner. His name's Dr. Lee, and we helped him pre-sell a brand new course that we worked afar. We're still kind of on the tail end of COVID right now, but from afar we consulted and helped him launch his course and put all the pieces in place. And he's already made $40,000, and the course is not even built yet. And so that's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy that you can do that with the tools you currently have, and that's the mix of that DIY and done with you model. And so, Josh, what else have you seen as far as DIY goes for people just starting out as a course creator? What are tools out there that people can use to make their videos work better and look better? All those amazing things.
That's a good question. I think there's a lot that you can do to really step up the game, and I think first and foremost is knowledge, or an understanding of the systems that you're going to be using. Audio and video. I think having a solid education and understanding about at least a few components is really going to tee you up for success in doing just that. And there's really a lot that you can get away with too. I mean, uh, there is a reason why Hollywood exists and how it has so much money to be able to invest in the perfect camera, the perfect lighting, the perfect crew, hundreds and hundreds of people to gather, a few shots of video. But there's so much that you can get away with, and the tools that are now in our hands that can make things so incredibly simple are just amazing. So, um, and even just so some of the resources are like like I said, obviously your knowledge of video creation is going to be a big one. And just sometimes that entails just investing some time on your phone, utilizing those phone cameras and realizing that there's power there. Especially these new ones, man. Like with every new phone update, it gets a better camera. Uh,
Yeah.
but
And
then
we always
also
want to upgrade with
utilizing,
those cameras too. It's like
yeah, right,
every single
yeah,
year there's going to be updates and everything's going to get better every single year. But, it's probably for the last, like, honestly, 10 years, the tools are so affordable to us to create
yeah,
good looking videos. It's been this way for at least
yeah.
10 years.
Exactly. And then there's stuff beyond that. So obviously your knowledge and then the tools, right? So you can easily use your phone. I mean, the phone is smartphone is such an amazing tool where you can script from it. You can, read a script, you can film everything, you can even edit everything, you can distribute. So I mean, phone is a powerful thing. Step up from that is your computer. Obviously it's got a webcam there too. But then it's using natural light around you is one thing that you can get away with not having a professional light. Dallin, if you're looking at his image right now, you can see he's being wrapped very nicely with some very soft light.
It's like a
And
nice
that's just a
hug,
big, large window source. Yeah.
wrapped with a nice hug from
And
light.
that,
Yeah.
yeah, and I was there with Dallin and have been in that room, and it's just a big, solid window. So it's you know, using surroundings to your advantage. Dallin has moved himself away from that wall that you see behind him, and that's giving him some depth. There's just some tricks of the trade there that you can use. But just like Dallin said, like done is better than perfect. I was recently watching a course that someone had
Can
filmed
I
just
just
on the
comment?
webcam.
I
Yeah.
thought you said Dallin is better than perfect, and I was cut up on that. I was like, well, that's
Yeah.
not true, but I like to hear it. Done is better than perfect. Yeah,
Yeah,
for
right.
sure.
Yeah, done. Yeah. So, yeah, and the credibility for this course creator is already there. You're already coming to them invested with your interest, right? So they don't necessarily need to or they don't need to sell you on having such a professional image, though it is nice to have. But uh, you're coming to them so that they can feed you that knowledge. That is the main that is the core thing there. And so the tools are there for you to use. You just need to implement. But those are some ideas. Hope that kind of helps expand
Totally.
the mindset around what's available to you immediately. Is the things you've already purchased to run your business or answer emails or whatever it is.
Yeah. Well, and I'm a huge believer, and it's easier said than done because, Josh and I are as much scientists behind video, meaning like we care about the data and the advertising as much as we are artists. We love a pretty picture because it gives us a sense of like artistry and creation, and we love being creators that way. Um, but really, the the best camera you have to use is the one you have on you, and that's usually your phone or your computer. And so there's no longer an excuse we can use to not creating videos in overall, but let alone particularly for our courses, because people are ultimately paying for the transformation that your knowledge provides them versus for the videos themselves. The videos are just one piece of the overall puzzle, but understanding how to craft a powerful message first and foremost, which comes down to everything that happens before you even hit record, and then putting that message, that powerful message, inside of a marketing plan. And then once you do that, then your videos will work far more powerfully, no matter if you're using a phone, a cinematic camera, and that's one thing we love walking people through with Video Supply, is that it really breaks down to those three phases of messaging first, then marketing, then the medium like video. And so when you can focus on those three pieces as a course creator and knowledge-based business owner, it becomes far more powerful. and then you can utilize your phone and that personal brand, that human side of your business to really connect with your audience. And really, with your knowledge business, it really deserves, because you are an expert as a course creator and consultant, your knowledge business does deserve that attention and the engagement and the revenue to really grow. In order to really do that and easily sell your products online, you have that opportunity to increase customer confidence by showing up consistently and creating this content, putting yourself on video. But you can also avoid, regardless of us offering a done-for-you service agency that includes cinematic video creation, advertising work, you can avoid all that complication. Yeah, regardless of that, it comes down to just creating videos simply. So you can focus on the video gear, you can do the software, all that DIY stuff, but it all is just dependent on like what level of business are you? Are you ready to make those different levels of investment first, DIYing it, learning it yourself, or accelerating your growth even faster by investing in an agency like us here at Video Supply? And many businesses, especially yours, really demands a high level of content, high demand of content, meaning people want that message, people want the information in order to transform their own lives and their own business. And so understanding that video is essential, and I think people know that, like that goes without saying nowadays in businesses, video is essential to your business. So what would you say, so Josh, with course creators, and these knowledge-based business owners, what types of videos can they create to actually make that impact?
Yeah, that's a good question, and it's like you're saying. I'll kind of go back a little bit to what you're saying, like the DIYing and stuff. It's great if you want to save a little bit of money, but man, like you can you can get sucked down a rabbit hole really fast on YouTube, and like trying to learn everything, and then there's putting it into practice, right? And then you got to figure out, wow, that worked, or wow, that didn't work, right? So what kind of videos? Like there's so much that goes into like trying to figure it out yourself, but if you really are invested in your business and it's something that's up and going, you may not have time to invest there. So yeah, like investing in an agency is a really good idea, because we bring all that stuff that you would otherwise be learning online to you, and is going on in the background, so you don't have to worry about it. But yeah, really, with the type of videos that we create with our clients, the types of videos are things like, obviously there's advertising. You can advertise your product online. Then there's sales funnels, right? So how can you direct or how can you bring a potential client on your journey, or a buyer on your journey? How do you help them get to know you, get to trust you, and then ultimately make a purchase from you, or make that sale? And so whether it's advertising a product, whether it is a sales funnel, advertisement, training videos. I mean, there's just, it's almost limitless to what you can do. And then also repurposing that, right? And so repurpose those to whatever platform that your viewers are going to be on. And so so many types of videos. And within those, it's like, how are you going to tell that story too, right? Is your advertisement going to be you as a talking head, or is it going to be a story, right? Are you going to show, a family together, and is it going to pull on somebody's heartstrings or something? So there's so many different ways that you can utilize that to your advantage while you're, running your business. So
totally, and it comes down to, within that too, Josh painted it so nicely. There's that journey that your customers go on. Whether they are learning about you for the first time in an ad on social media, or just through free content you're putting out there, to the point that they are wanting to learn more and being guided with a new type of message as they grow to fall in love with you and your brand and the story you tell, to then buying your online course or your coaching program, your membership, by showing that they trust you when they pay you. This is a journey of different types of messages for different types of people, because a lot of times in this first phase where they're getting to know you, what you have the opportunity to do, especially as an expert brand like you, is you have the opportunity to communicate and talk about the problems they're experiencing in their life so clearly that they're like, oh my gosh, yes, I do have that problem. They become more problem aware. So that way, as they see that you understand their problem more clearly, they can also understand that you probably have the solution because you know their problem. And then you can help them become solution aware. So when they become problem aware and solution aware, then it becomes much more easier to sell them, and they're more warmed up to this idea of buying your online course or your coaching program, and they'll go and visit your sales page. They'll go watch your webinar. They'll watch your video series. They'll join your Facebook group. They'll go and follow you and be a subscriber because they'll want to learn more about what that solution looks like. And so when they step into your online course and you have those product-related videos inside your online course, then what you're helping them do is solve that problem with the solution that's included, right, in your product. But then what you have the opportunity to do is further improve their experience and transform their life and business, depending on the digital product that you are selling, by offering them the ultimate hero's journey. And what that looks like, you think of your favorite movie out there. Josh and I were just talking before we went live. I often play soundtrack music when I work throughout the day. So I've got like The Hobbit, the Shire music in the background, and my mind, like I'm in this really fun focus zone. But you think of that movie, Lord of the Rings, it's the perfect hero's journey. Here you have, we'll talk about Lord of the Rings, right, with Frodo. He's invited by this guide of Gandalf on this journey to improve his life, but also to solve a bigger world problem as well. What you have the opportunity to do with your customers, with you being the guide to them as the hero, is that you can invite them into the story about them, and you can do that with the power of your own story. Because oftentimes as course creators or coaches, those who sell their knowledge, you often were your best case study before you went off and built a course around it. And so you are selling with your story, and you could do that through walking people through, kind of like a parent would to a child. How can I remove roadblocks that will get in your way of success? Here's this plan you can follow, and you can present this to them through the content and videos you put out there. And that built in becomes a big part of your ability to plan videos for the message you put out in social media, to the messages that exist as webinars or video series or video sales messages on your sales page, to then of course inside of your program where you break down your online course or your coaching program, guiding them from step 1 to step done on that journey they need to follow from the moment, kind of like Frodo, from the moment he learns that this ring is powerful and evil and it needs to be destroyed, to the point of actually destroying it and completing that quest. And you're going to help clients and your customers be this hero to the story about them by guiding them from that first step to that finished step of being successful. And it is a big part of that is getting clear on what exactly do your customers want, and what is that problem and that solution that you can present to them. And that will help clarify your message, that will help build out your marketing plan, and that will help you develop video content that will guide them on this perfect hero's journey to be successful. So that's really where the power of video fits inside of your knowledge business as a course creator, consultant, and coach, is your ability to guide your customers from the point of being in pain and experiencing a problem to resolving that problem and having a solution and a transformed experience at the end. And online courses, I believe, is one of the best ways to take people on that transformation. And the amazing part about online courses is that in them, 99% of the content inside of online courses is video. And you have the opportunity to use video to guide these customers and help them be successful.
Definitely. I guess I'll just disclose this now, but one of my nicknames in high school was Frodo. Dallin. So I don't know if you know
Wait,
that.
is it because of your hairy feet?
Yeah, no. Somebody started calling me Zorro, and then somebody thought they said Frodo, and so more than Zorro. It was interesting.
It's
Yeah,
a weird
long
combo.
backstory there.
So you were a hobbit with like a Zorro mask on, riding a horse.
Kind
Yeah,
of.
man, that's
It
so
was
funny.
it was a bigger hero story than either of those guys could have written. So, but yeah, no, I think to add to that, talent is start now too. I mean, like start making your videos just like you know to if you're a consultant, if you're an author, a coach, a teacher, don't hesitate to start putting things into practice and stepping into the realm of online or video content creation because it's only gonna help you out. It's only gonna build you up as a brand or as an influencer in your realm. Anything that you do to step in there is going to help. And on videosupply.com, there's a lot of resources that you can go to and download. You can get there and you can download them. You can do some research on our platform, but then also you can schedule a call to talk to us. We can have a strategy session with you, and you can apply to work with us. We'll help you to set some goals and to brainstorm and see if we're a good fit to work with as an agency. But we can really help you kickstart that business to yours and really help you get the visual presence that you need online to collect leads for your business. So
Yeah, and to really help them transform it. And Josh used the word realm appropriately, not only because that relates to the fantasy world of Lord of the Rings, but it relates to your business. Like if you think of your business like you're working within this realm, like this world where you have different types of characters. Your customers embody different types of characters, and they all are at different steps of their journey. And understanding where exactly they're at and using the right message to guide them to that next level they need to go to that next level, to eventually buying your product and then going through that ultimate transformation inside of your online course and program. That's where our understanding lies here with our framework at Video Supply and our agency, and we can guide you to success and be your Gandalf to you guys being Frodo or whatever character you think of yourself as, but a true hero to your business. So that way you can then be a guide to the customers who need the message and need the knowledge that you have to share. So you go to videosupply.com/experts to get access to this information you need for course creators, coaches, consultants, expert-based brands who can use the power of video to grow and scale your business. We've worked with many amazing clients, and you can even see the results we've gotten for them on that page, and even watch a quick mini workshop that teaches you more about our framework and how you can get started using the power of video in your business. So videosupply.com/experts. Thanks for watching this episode. Make sure to tune in again next week. We'll be doing this live every week, all to help you grow your business using the power of video. So, thanks.
thanks, John, and everyone go watch Lord of the Rings. I know I'm going to do that here shortly. So
Yeah,
it's been a while.
Start with the Hobbit, and then go from there. They're all really good movies. I'm a huge Hobbit, Lord of the Rings buff. Love them.
Definitely.